Tonight, we start off by taking a look at the Auburn SGA election results. Then, we'll inform you about Auburn focusing on wellness for the start of the new year, as well as the university's plans for Black History Month. We'll also take a look nationally by updating you on changes being made after Tyree Nichols' death and power outages persisting after an ice storm in Texas. Finally, you'll get an Auburn sports update and the Pet of the Week. All of that and more is coming up next on Eagle Eye's Monday News at 6. And welcome to Eagle Eye News at 6. I'm Maddie Larkin.
And I'm Kelis McGhee.
After another successful campaign season, we have the results of the 2023 SGA elections. Things kicked off this year's candidacy on the Cater Hall steps, followed by a debate at the Student Activity Center auditorium. This year's candidates included J.D. Jones and Ryan Hall for president, Julianne Lozano for vice president, Ashton Dickinson, Jacob Savadera, and Vincent Indivina for treasurer, and Nyla Blewett, Jillian Doherty, Kate Preston, B.B. Rich, and Cameron Stevens for Miss Auburn. Friday night, J.D. Jones was elected as the next SGA president. Julianne Lozano was elected the SGA vice president. Ashton Dickinson was elected as the treasurer, and Kate Preston was elected Miss Auburn. All other elected officials for minor offices can be found on sga.auburn.edu. Congratulations to all of the candidates who won for the 2023-2024 year.
This year's 2023 Involvement Awards are now open for submissions. The Involvement Awards celebrate exceptional organizations on campus, along with the students and advisors working behind the scenes. Some awards included in the ceremony are Most Exceptional Campus Organization, Student Leader of the Year, Most Entertaining Campus Event, and many more. The event will take place in the Student Activity Center on Tuesday, April the 11th. If you have nominations, be sure to submit them early as the form will close at 4:45 p.m. on February the 17th. When we return from this short break, we'll tell you all about Auburn's Guide to Wellness in the new year. Then you'll hear about the university's upcoming events for Black History Month. You're watching Eagle Eye News at 6.
Now, everyone is familiar with New Year's resolutions and bettering themselves for a fresh start. Well, this year, Auburn University is working to provide services to help students reach their mental and physical goals. The Auburn University Health Promotion and Wellness Services program works to teach students the 9 dimensions of wellness. These include physical, emotional, intellectual, spiritual, social, environmental, occupational, financial, and cultural wellness. The Recreation and Wellness Center offers fitness classes in a 240,000 square foot recreational facility with equipment and amenities for all fitness objectives. They also provide a service called Active Minds. This organization works to destigmatize the conversation around mental health on college campuses. For more information on health promotion and wellness services, you can visit the new location in the Student Center Suite 1115 or visit their website at health.auburn.edu.
In the month of February, Auburn University and the Office of Inclusion and Diversity will celebrate Black History Month. The goal is to honor contributions made by African Americans who have shaped our nation with different events on campus. These events will include everything from ROM meals to cross-cultural classes, jazz and poetry, and a keynote address featuring Karamo. Karamo is an author, activist, and Emmy-winning television personality from Netflix's Queer Eye. This event will be presented by the Black Student Union, Emerge at Auburn University, and the University Program Council, in collaboration with the Office of Inclusion and Diversity. It will be held in the Student Center Ballroom at 6 p.m. on Tuesday, February the 7th. To learn more, you can RSVP and visit aub.ie/Karamo.
The U.S. News & World Report's 2023 Best Online Program ranks Auburn University's online graduate program among the best in the nation on January 24th. These rankings are based on multiple things, including student engagement and excellence, faculty credentials and training, expert opinion, and services and technology. Based on these criteria, the College of Education ranked, and each college was ranked in its own category. The College of Education was ranked 10th, the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering was ranked 16th, and the Harvard College of Business, Business MBA, was 19th, and the College of Nursing ranked 85th. A number of other individual programs also received the best national designations. According to Interim Provost Vinnie Nathan, these rankings highlight the hard work and dedication of our faculty to create advanced learning environments for our remote students.
On Monday, January the 23rd, Auburn School of Aviation announced a partnership with Southwest Airlines to join its Destination 225 Degrees pilot recruitment program. The program was designed for individuals interested in pursuing their university degree while building postgraduate flight instructing time within their college's flight program, and with the goal of becoming competitively qualified to interview for a first officer role at one of the program's partner carriers. With several program partners, Southwest created the University Pathway as a highly accessible, cost-effective, and innovative tool to fly at a major carrier for students pursuing flight industry-related degrees. The name 225 degrees comes from the idea that on a compass, 225 degrees is the southwest directional heading, and the carriers developed Destination 225 degrees to lead aspiring pilots to the southwest. The majority of Auburn's nearly 700 School of Aviation students are professional flight majors, making the partnership a high-quality feeder system for both Southwest and the university. For more details about Destination 225 Degrees, as well as the program's training and flying partners, visit careers.southwestair.com/D225.
On Wednesday, January 25th, amidst the large crowd of Auburn basketball fans in attendance to see the home team take on Texas A&M, cheering erupted for the College of Education's Eagles program. The Eagles, or Education to Accomplish Growth in Life Experiences for Success program, is designed to give students with intellectual disabilities a complete 2 to 4 year on-campus experience at Auburn University and was recognized on the court before the game. In addition, a second-year Eagles student performed the national anthem, while 2 third-year students performed with the Tiger Paws dance team. The campus community and Auburn family have embraced the Eagles program, as seen by the overwhelming support of Eagles Night at Neville Arena. To find out more about the Eagles program, visit education.auburnedu/degree-certification/Eagles. When we come back, we'll inform you of changes being made after Tyree Nichols' death and Texas residents' frustration with power outages from an ice storm. You're watching Eagle Eye TV, Auburn's news leader.
China is now expressing strong dissatisfaction and protest against President Joe Biden's decision to down a suspected spy balloon on Saturday. Across the nation, politicians are both defending and speaking out against the president for waiting to shoot it down. Gloria Pazmino has the latest.
They shot at it.
China is accusing the U.S. of overreacting and expressing strong dissatisfaction and protest over the destruction of the balloon shot down by U.S. fighter jets on Saturday. In a statement, China says they reserve the right to use the necessary means to deal with similar situations.
We're seemingly in a sort of a Cold War with the Chinese right now, and there's a lot to be worried about with their military aggression, surveillance.
U.S. officials say the high-altitude balloon was being used for surveillance. But China insists it was a civilian research vessel blown off course. Now, U.S. Navy and Coast Guard vessels on the eastern seaboard are working on recovering the balloon debris, with plans to send it to the FBI lab in Quantico, Virginia, for analysis. Republicans have been quick to criticize the Biden administration's response, but Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg defended the president's decision.
Anytime the military is considering an operation like that, they have to consider the safety of the American people. The president called for this to be dealt with in a way that balanced all of the different risks.
Why didn't the president go on television? He has the ability to convene the country in cameras and basically explain what we're dealing with here and why he's made the decisions he's making.
President Joe Biden described the mission as a success and is now set to give his State of the Union address on Tuesday. I'm Gloria Pasmino reporting.
A Tennessee state lawmaker is demanding change following the death of Tyre Nichols. This Democrat, the Democrat from Nashville, has filed several bills at the state house in efforts to move things forward. Jason Lamb has details.
Tyre was a beautiful person, and for this to happen to him is just unimaginable.
I think this is a really emotional time for the family, for the community that's mourning today. It is a time of grief and a time of lament.
Like so many of us, newly elected Representative Justin Jones spent today watching a life celebrated.
Today, with the funeral, it wasn't just Tyre Nichols' family there, but you had Breonna Taylor's family there. You had George Floyd's family there.
Jones has filed several new bills at the State House that he says are a direct result of the video seen round the world.
I just hope that we pause and reflect that it should not be a normal thing.
One bill would require police to be in marked cars when making a non-emergency stop. The Memphis officers were in unmarked cars.
If we have these unmarked police cars, they should not be involved in routine traffic enforcement. That's not what we need. That does not create public safety. That creates public distrust. That creates public fear. That creates anxiety.
Another would allow people to sue officers in civil court without an officer's ability to claim immunity.
It's about accountability. It's about making sure that people have a right to go after those who abuse rights and hold them culpable and liable.
Jones says he doesn't know how much support his bills will get in a Republican-dominated legislature, but he says this is his chance to do something.
I hope they hear the pain that was in that church.
There should be no other child that should suffer the way my son and all the other parents here have lost their children.
We had a moment of silence today on the floor to honor Tyre.
Tyre Nichols, who we later arrested today, so we would just want to have a moment of silence.
I'm calling for a moment of action.
Thank you.
I believe that we have to act.
Jason Lamb, News Channel 5.
In Texas, thousands of people in Austin are still without power after last week's ice storm. However, crews have now restored power to more than 62,000 customers. Monique Lopez spoke with residents who are frustrated with city leaders about the response.
You failed us. You failed us completely.
Jeffrey Olette is not the only one who shares that sentiment.
It's unacceptable that we don't have the infrastructure so that we can get through a winter storm that lasts 3 days.
Saturday, Austin Energy joined the city manager and officials from Austin Resource Recovery and Austin Public Works. All acknowledge the frustration those without power are feeling, but they've seen nothing of this magnitude.
This storm is ungodly. I've never seen it in my life. And like I said, I worked in the northern part of Illinois. Never saw this level of devastation. You take that same outage, multiply that limb on the wire with 2 trees, a broken pole, and comm lines. So that same repair that we did during Storm Uri, which took maybe 8 hours, just turned into almost a 2-day job.
Austin Energy said it added additional contractors and mutual aid crews, so expect to see other workers out there from different companies to help with the restoration process. CBS Austin asked Austin Energy how they can justify raising rates when customers say its service has been proven to be unreliable.
We haven't raised base rates since 2012. I know nobody wants their rates to go up. I wish that we didn't have to raise them. But as you know, inflation has occurred, supply chain shortages have driven costs up. We have seen increase in our labor costs. We have to be able to pay our people in order to keep them, and we need them to serve all of our customers.
It doesn't really seem like the city is any more prepared or that they're putting any more effort into it, and then yeah, the utility bill hike is just kind of the icing on the cake for that.
When we come back, we'll give you the sports update from last week with Chandler McDougal. You're watching Eagle Eye TV, Auburn's news leader.
Welcome back to Eagle Eye News at 6. I am Chandler McDougal, here with your quick fix of Auburn sports. In the past week of gameplay, Auburn's men's basketball went 1-1, including a revenge win over Georgia at home and a close loss to Tennessee on the road. After losing to the unranked Bulldogs in early January, the Tigers came back with a vengeance and tied the series with a 94-73 win. The 94-point shot marks a season high for Auburn. In a battle between two of the best defensive units in the Southeastern Conference, the Tigers could not pull off the upset against the number 2 Volunteers, just barely losing 46-43. Despite a loss to Alabama in Tuscaloosa on Friday, Sonny Lee earned a 10 on both uneven bars and balance beam. Her perfect 8 score marks a program record. This Sunday is the Super Bowl. 3 Auburn players are headed to Arizona. Prince Tega Winogo with the Chiefs and Jack Driscoll and Aaron Cispus with the Eagles. That's all we have for you tonight. Make sure to stay up to date with all things Auburn sports by visiting our website, eagleeyeauburn.com, followed by our Twitter at EETV_sports. I am Chandler McDougal, and we'll be right back.
Filmmaker M. Night Shyamalan is back with another twisted thriller. At stake this time, nothing less than the end of the world. David Daniel has a look.
Can you open the door, please?
They're breaking in!
Knock at the Cabin is about a different kind of home invasion.
Your family must choose to willingly sacrifice one of the 3 of you to prevent the apocalypse.
Dave Bautista leads the group asking the family to make an awful decision.
It's about sacrifice. It's about loving your neighbor. This is about, taking having a different look, having an open mind of what love looks like, what family looks like.
We're not choosing anyone. We're not sacrificing anyone. Not now, not ever.
Even if it means the death of everyone else in the world.
Yes. Even if I believe the world was at stake, which I don't, that's what it means.
Jonathan Groff and Ben Aldridge were drawn in by the script and the chance to work with writer-director M. Night Shyamalan.
I was like, how is he going to make this film? These stakes are so high, these scenes are so intense, it's so relentless. The characters are so specifically drawn, and they're kind of opposites in a way, but still very much love each other. So there was great specificity in what we got to play.
Time's running out on the world. I'm scared.
This whole movie really entwines 2 of my kind of biggest fears, that of kind of home invasion and the impending doom of the apocalypse.
I love films that you can walk away from and have a conversation about. And I think there's so many different conversations to be had about this film because there's so much going on. There's so many layers of emotion.
Will you make a choice?
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Female girls student athletics across California scored a huge win Friday. The California Interscholastic Federation, which is the statewide body that governs high school athletics, voted unanimously Friday to sanction high school girls flag football starting in the fall. As Melanie Wingo shows us, the excitement was through the roof.
The Gridiron, getting girls teams across California starting this fall.
Oh my gosh.
And longtime coach Letitia Gilmore couldn't be more thrilled about it.
To see this happen, another all-girls sport be instituted in CIF is absolutely awesome and incredible.
Coach Gilmore celebrating news that the California Interscholastic Federation, the statewide body that governs high school athletics, voted unanimously to make girls flag football an official high school sport.
It's going to take off. I just sense it, I feel it, and I'm so excited.
As CEO and head coach of Solid Ground Sports Academy, a nonprofit group offering no-cost sports training for kids, including the all-girls flag football program She Rocks, Coach Gilmore sees firsthand the benefits of athletics.
On the field and off the field.
In all facets of girls' lives.
Developing leadership skills, learning how to work together as a team. Parents have seen their daughters more confident, doing well in school.
Kicking off in the fall, schools statewide will spend the next several months figuring out scheduling and logistics for the 7-on-7 games.
This is not your mother's powder puff football.
Supporters like Coach Gilmore praising the female athletes as they take this sport to a new level.
This is not for the faint of heart.
Breaking through barriers.
They're not coming to be cute. They're not coming with their hair and their nails done.
And taking off running, proving their strength in this sport.
They're coming with eye black on, headbands, cleats, and gloves, and ready to get down and dirty and play some football.
We heard you like to be wined and dined, is that correct? Well, we want... We want to introduce you to one of the most handsome boys around. The pet of the week is Casanova. He is a lovely little feline who is 3 years old, neutered, vaccinated, and FIV negative. His adoption fee is $125. Apply online for him today. We're out of time, but for more Auburn news, head over to our website, eagleeyeauburn.com, and check out our social media pages. I'm Maddie Larkin.
And I'm Kelis McGhee. Thank you for watching, and War Eagle.